Morning, day 6,144, 26 days left with students. We have just ended our first week of testing, and that's right, I just said week. It takes weeks to test now. Used to, we would all test them all in one day, and it would be over. But we are in the first week because we do it all online, and we do separate grades at separate times and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a whole week long thing for one grade, and then half a week for the next one and a half week. It's weeks of testing. But anyway, I was talking yesterday about the difference between the way it used to be and the way it is now. We've been kind of focusing on that lately, and one of the big differences, just to give you an example of the way that we think differently, is used to, when I started teaching, we would have like an actual teacher's lounge. And there was a teacher's lounge, and in the first place that I worked, there were like couches in the lounges. And every once in a while I might even go in there and lay down on the couch, take a nap, that kind of thing. Now of course I worked every day till 7 or 8 o'clock because I coached 3 sports for the first 12 years that I was a teacher. But you did have a lounge, and we would go in there and we would sit down, and we might go in there and sit down and eat lunch, that kind of thing, and sit around and talk. You had smoking lounges in some of the schools. Now the first school I was at was a middle school, so we didn't have for some reason we didn't have a smoking lounge. But some of the schools I was in, we had you had the teachers break room or lounge where people would smoke, and then you would have the one for the non-smokers, and we try to stay separate. So that's a big difference. Now today we don't have any lounges, we don't have any couches. We have workrooms, and in the workrooms you go in there to work, and we don't have chairs in the workrooms. We don't want you going in there and sitting down and hanging out in the workroom. It's a place to work, and so that's a big difference. Nobody hangs out in the workroom. I never go in the workroom and see people just sitting in there talking. Now they're talking, they're just not talking in the workroom. But that's a big difference. Workrooms, lounges. Have a good day. And I'm going to continue on with the rest of my weeks of testing. It's a Friday. Hey, I just realized I forgot something that I needed to address. You may have some questions about the wig wearing. And I wear the wigs because I noticed that when I did wear a wig one time in a video, it got a lot of views. And like yesterday, I had the wig video, got 100 views like immediately. So not real smart, and new to YouTube, but if wearing a wig gets you more views, then that's the kind of thing I have to pay attention to. I have to be very you really have to kind of study things and figure out how it works. So if you like the wig wearing, let me know. You want me to wear more wigs, whatever, I'm up for it. I'll wear all the wigs in the world. But plus I like to pretend I got hair. That's kind of cool when you when you hadn't had hair in a long time, and you throw a wig up there, kind of makes you feel good. So anyway, you guys have a good day.